Hey everyone, I want to wish everybody a really happy new year. I hope that you guys had a great time off with your family, had some time to recuperate, recharge your batteries, just get some family time in. We're back now for the new year and we're getting ready to, at least on my team, do some activities for the new year. We're planning some events. We're still doing recognition and celebration. And as a part of that, I wanted to show you guys what I do at the end of the year. I put out a newsletter for my team. This is the stack that's getting ready to go to the post office later on today. And I wanted to show you what I do to show my team some recognition and appreciation. So here is our A.N.T.S Team newsletter. When I first started, when my team first started growing, I used to put out a quarterly newsletter with recognition for top sellers and top recruiters and things like that. And then over the years, I've just changed. So now I do like one big summary for the year, and this is the newsletter. I think I've been doing it this way for the last year or two. So at the end of each year, I put out a little newsletter that gets mailed out to my team and pending representatives on the team. Pending just started, but basically anybody who's been recruited on the team gets one of these newsletters. It's nothing huge. It's one 8.5 by 11 sheet folded. It's about 4 pages worth of stuff. I do it this way now because I put out, thanks to social media, Facebook and email, I've been able to do a newsletter. It's more of recognition each campaign. So every campaign I recognize some of our representatives, the top sellers, the top recruiters, the team sales, birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. And then this one comes out at the end of the year. So what I basically have is a letter from myself on the front cover, just to tell my team that I appreciate them and that we're looking forward to New Year, some of my plans for New Year. One of the big things for this year is Breakfast. So I mentioned that on there, and then I recognize our top sellers, people who've increased their sales, people with the highest annual team sales, anyone on the team who achieved the Hit 100 bonus for the new year, any competition that Avon has had for the last few months that any members of my team were able to win, I add that in there. Anybody who changed title throughout the entire Avon year, I put that in there too. I speak about anything that is important that's coming up that I really want to highlight, to make sure that the representatives are aware of what's happening. And then I used to write an article on the back of, like, the last page used to be an article, usually something that's inspirational or motivational, either a story that I found online. But now since most of us are connected on Facebook, if I do find an article that's inspirational, I can usually just post it and share it on Facebook so that everyone can see. Or if it's a different website and I find that it's really important or it was really, really motivational, I might even just email it out to the team like, hey, look what I found. This is really great. Take a look at it. I hope it inspires you. So I haven't really been doing the article. It used to be sometimes either an article reprinted, and I would, of course, give credit to the author, or I would find an article and kind of recap and give an idea of how that impacted me and my thoughts on it. So it's more of an article summary, but I would usually write a page or two on the back of the newsletters. But this time I just did a quick little blurb. I have some incentives that I do for my team, specifically for them, and I put them on there, along with upcoming events. And again, you can see Breakfast is the biggest event of the year, so I'm really promoting that. And those of you who are connected on Facebook and watching the videos, you've been seeing our excitement. You're seeing us use hashtag Wired for, I believe it's Wired for 2016. Yeah, Wired for 2016 is the hashtag that we've been using, so you can follow that and see what posts we're putting up. So social media has made a lot of things easier, but sometimes it's nice to just get something in hand. And I like to send newsletters because I feel like it's nice to just see and get something tangible. And I want to let my representatives know how much I care about them and how much I appreciate them, and that even though sometimes I can't call every one of them or if we haven't spoken in a while. As much as I would love to call everyone and wish them a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, sometimes I don't get to call every single person. So this way, nobody falls through the cracks. Every single person gets one of these, and they get to see that I'm thinking of them. They get to get connected with some of the information. Some of my representatives aren't on Facebook or social media, so this way they still get something in hand and can get connected and see what events are coming up for the year. I wish that I could mail it out every campaign, but for time purposes and cost budget, it's just not happening for me right now. But on that note, with cost and budget, a lot of you might be looking at this and saying, okay, well, where am I going to find a program where I can design this? You don't have to have a fancy program. You don't need to do full color. When I first started, I would do the front cover in color, and then all the other pages used to be black and white because that's what I could afford to do at the time. I just happened to get a good deal on these, so I was able to do all the pages in color, and my business is at the point where I can do that. But if you're not at that point, then do one page. Doesn't have to be color, it can be black and white. Maybe you can upload the color images to social media, and then you can mail out the black and white to your entire team. I have heard of representatives doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're not good with computer programming or writing great copy and designing stuff, don't feel bad. Bust out the Crayola, make something nice, photocopy it, and mail it out to your team. Get creative, get out the stickers, the glitter, whatever you want to do. The point is, I think, to make it yours, to allow your team to see that you care about them and that you're taking the time to think about them and do something for them. I try to design my newsletters a little bit because I went to school for it. So that's when my representatives get this, they get a little bit of me. At least that's how I feel. And this is a little bit of what I'm about. If you're about Microsoft Word and you're good at that, use it. I was talking to another person and she was saying that she's really good with PowerPoint, and she can put together slides and presentations and things in PowerPoint. If that's your forte, do that. If you're good with the color pencils, if you're good with the Crayola, if you're good with just writing letters, if you just want to write a postcard with a note to your team, whatever, you can do that. The point is to, one, show appreciation and recognition for your team, and two, to just put a little bit of yourself into whatever you're doing. Don't just do what I'm doing or do what another representative is doing just for the sake of doing it. You want to put yourself and your own love and affection into it, because at that point, if your love is into whatever you're doing, regardless of how fancy it looks or how much it costs you to do, then it doesn't matter if there's no love in it. So you want to put a little bit of yourself. You want your team to look at it and hold a piece of you and feel that connection between you and them. I try to put a lot of time into, I really try to recognize different levels of people on my team. I try not to just do the top sellers. I mean, this is a newsletter that is kind of a summary for the year, so I really can't recognize every single thing in the newsletter, but I do try to recognize different things. As I mentioned, I recognize the people who did the Hit 100 program. Those are usually new representatives for the year, so I want to recognize the people who have been with the company for years, and I want to recognize those who are just starting, and I want to put it all together so that those who are just starting, who can see what people who have been in the company for a few years are doing, or sometimes it's not even that people who are in the top achievers have been with the company for a long time. Sometimes they're just working their business really hard, but it's about giving hope so that a new representative can look at this and say, hey, someone in my team is selling $10,000 or $20,000 and reaching President's Club at Honor Society. It makes it more real to them. So it's about giving your team that hope and letting them see that they can do this, and letting them know that you're there for them, so that if they do want to take their business to the next level and grow and achieve their dreams and goals, that you're there for them to help them out. And I also want to get my team used to seeing the names of different people on the team, so that when we go to events or when we go to when we have our team conference call and they're hearing the names and they're hearing the voices, they can connect that person and say, okay, yeah, I've seen that name before. That person's one of the top sellers. Let me listen to what she has to say and what her experience is. I might be able to get some tips and glean some ideas from her. So it's really about not not so much about how beautiful your newsletter is. It's really, or how many pages it is, or whether it's color or black or white. It's really about your team and the service you could provide them, the connection that you could develop between your different team members, and the recognition for their efforts for the year. So go ahead, go out, make your newsletters, do what you can, make it yours, make it beautiful, regardless of however you do it. Let the love shine through, and post below. Let me know if you have questions or if you need help with anything. I'll be more than happy to help out as much as I can. And if you also want to post and share your newsletters, feel free to do that too. I would love to see your ideas, and I'm sure other ladies on the team would love to get some ideas for how to do their newsletters as well. So again, Happy New Year and enjoy. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to be doing for the new year. And again, congratulations to everyone on the team. Thank you so much for your continued efforts. Even if your name wasn't in here, I do appreciate every single one of you. And I'm so glad to have every one of you as a part of our team. And for those of you who are not on my team, who are just watching the videos, I love you for watching. Have a great new year, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.